Welcome to China Money TV. I'm Nina Xiang. Today I'm visiting the Shanghai headquarters of Chinese electric vehicle maker WM Motors. The company was founded by the former president of Volvo China and has raised $1.5 billion during the past 2 years. The company plans to release its first product on the road during the first quarter of 2018. And I'm going to have a chat with the company's founder, Freeman Shen, and listen to how he plans to shape China's EV market in the future. Hello, Freeman. Welcome to China Money Podcast.
Hello, Nina.
How would you describe where we are in the current transition to electric vehicles?
As you know, China already the largest market in the world. On the other hand, the electrification also is leading the whole world right now. There's simply two reasons. I don't think the people from outside China will realize the main reason why China will go electrification so quickly. China relies on about 60% import oil, and about 80% of those import oil burned by the car. So from a national security perspective, the Chinese government has to push very hard to the electrification of the vehicles. Pollution is another reason, but not the major number one reason. On the other hand, we have been always focusing on the passenger car sector. Today, it's about 30 million cars every year, new productions. So that's going the electrification. 30 million cars a year, very big.
What are the core competences of WM Motors compared to other players in the market?
We are offering is based on car. We are not doing the platform. The platform-wise, you don't need a product, right? You can, one end, that's the registered user. On the other hand, you got the driver with their own car put on the platform, and then you match the business. We're not doing that. We are doing much more vertical. It means you have to have a very good quality car. You have had a product with a good customer experience. So in other words, product become very important. And last 2.5 years, our focus is on the electric connect car. That means it's a pure electric vehicle. It's 100% connected, 100% time online. In our product planning, we have planned, we call the strategy 1 to 8. 1 means 1 architect, 2 platform, 8 products. So we have finished more or less the first vehicle on first platform already. That car will be roll off our assembly line first quarter next year. And then we are starting the first car on the second platform, which we said 1 to 8, right? The two platform. So we are on the right track right now, and we for the first car, 100% of suppliers signed a contract. Most of them get our data. They are working very aggressively on the soft tool prototype for us. We're going to have more than 200 of them ready at the end of this year. And then the first quarter next year will be officially roll off from our own assembly line, which is in Wenzhou, Zhejiang province.
So once you have the car out on the road, the car actually become, as you say, they're connected vehicles, but they become an important data collector. How do you plan to collect the data and also potentially utilize the data?
I think you touch a very important point. We're thinking that every day because, first of all, the car we're trying to build, since it's 100% connected, it creates so many data every day, probably 10 times compared to the mobile phone. Yeah, there are two types of data. One is that those data on the road will help to machine learning, improving the autonomy drive. I think those data need to be used properly, but sharing on the platform. On the other hand, there's some other data which actually help the customer to get a better service. Not selling the data though, protect the data is important. For example, the insurance company interesting, understand your driving behavior so you can lower your insurance payment. And then the car finance guy was interesting, so they can offer lower cost service. When you're trying to sell your used car, if you got the data of the car, obviously you can sell better price. So there's a lot of data can be used, but on the condition of privacy issue can be handled properly.
So you have raised $1 billion in financing, right?
Or more than that, we have actually get about 10 billion RMB now. We only finance by cash. We are not doing the land or other things. You know, cash it's a clean and easy way.
Could you describe who are the investors?
Yeah, our investor in so far we finished the round A last year. I think they don't want to advertise that because they are one of the leading they call it evergreen fund. So they don't have a lot of pressure to sell the share, and they're not interested to announce that.
Well, thank you so much, Freeman, for your time.
Thank you.